Okay, sorry I'm late. Uh, uh,
Shut up and take my money.
Garçon de l'enfer.
Clip it cheered 10, Garçon de l'enfer.
Actually, I'm really impressed that that's pronounced as correctly as it was. Um, I had just started my stream countdown. I was ready to go, and then I heard the doorbell ring, and I figured wifey was like in a meeting or something. So I ran upstairs. I just got a shitload of packages that are all Meat Machine related. So that's fucking dope because that's also like days earlier than I expected it. Thank you, Aniros. This is my it's my battle vest. Also, Clip, great to see you. Junebug, thank you for being here. Thanks everybody. I gotta catch my breath. Didn't expect it, but yeah, Meat Machine parts have arrived. I don't know if it's all of them. I haven't even opened the packages. I just signed for them and brought them inside. But I'm pretty fucking hyped about that. Not my Meat Machine. Our Meat Machine. Oh, Claire, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm... At least you don't have a dog who likes to body check you when you're in a hurry. I mean, I do. She just happened to be asleep.
Shut up and take my money.
So...
Sing Junebug cheered 100, Meat Machine. Meat Machine. Meat Machine. Meat Machine. Meat Machine. Meat Machine. Meat Machion Meat Machines Meat Machine.
I was really hoping that the capitals were going to make it, like, louder, more emphatic, something like that, but... Oh, she wasn't asleep. She was just being held by dog. By dog? By wife. Mouth can use so good power. Squatch does squash. Squatch squashes the most. What a good day. And so I thought I was going to be late to stream because I decided I was going to weed the front garden. I wanted to do it yesterday. Did not get it done. So, is the other bot? Oh, fuck. No, the other bot's not on. My bad. Still getting used to that. Still getting used to that. I am just now booting it up. She does the most squash, especially ball sacks. Yeah. She's very she's our own little orchiectomy. It's booting up right now. Sorry everybody, I'm not used to having that on.
Shut
Oh
up
my
and
gods.
take my money.
But exactly.
Meat machine, 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 meat machine.
Oh, now it just sounds like machine meat.
Machine, meat machine, meat machine, meat machine, meat machine, meat machine, meat machine.
Thank you so much, Evan. It's wonderful to have you. Someone beat you to it while you were calculating how many you could have. I was welcomed by you, but not by the bot, so I didn't truly feel welcomed. Well, the bot thinks it's awake now. Maybe. So, hopefully, within the next couple messages, you'll all get a bot that wears my face saying things to you, because what better way could there be? Yep, there we go! Ron. Oh, no. Ron. It only does it once unless it's multiple emojis. That's the way you do it. So if you have cheered the amount that you have the Ron emoji or emote, I guess, you can make Ron appear many multiple times. Like that. But if you just say it, it only triggers once. That's so much Ron Perlman.
Shut up and take my money.
Clara Twitch Project cheered 10. Will the Meat Machine assembly be televised?
Well, the revolution won't be. I don't, at this point, I don't know, because I've promised 2 separate Drews in my life that I would build it with them. um, and now I can't sneak in your stream. It's going to announce me. It only announces you when you send a message. So if you use a sound alert or something else like that, it shouldn't trigger until after it gets sent. Because it doesn't announce lurkers, although it does thank lurkers using a command similar to that. I just want to see Tuesday 2 p.m. Bennett's MMA stream on schedule. Oh, what I should do is go to the effort of creating a bot account and just name it like Holy Fireman, but with all the like replace the L with like a 1 or the I like and like the O with a 0 and just have it be almost my name. That would be great. Hellboy minis. Not Hellboy himself, but minis from Hellboy. Specifically today, doing that is lame. Yeah, well, that's a fucking ableist motherfucker. It's bogus. It's definitely bogus, but it's not lame. What the fuck was I gonna say? And also, I do recognize the sarcasm coming from you, the master of unlocking. So I've got, I can zoom in. I have a trio of these undead conquistadors that I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to paint. And then I've got Holy Firebot. That's a little more leet speak than I was thinking. And then I have this Luchador Werebat that I'm pretty sure is Camazotz, the bat god. But I haven't read Hellboy in Mexico in a while, so I need to double check that that's factual. And I need to also figure out how he's colored. I have not played the new, assuming you mean the Resident Evil 4 remake and not Resident Evil 8.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh my golly.
Rupert cheered 10. Conquistador, your stallion stands in need of company, and like some angels hallowed brow you reek of purity. I see your armor-plated breast has long since lost its sheen, and in your death mask face there are no signs which can be seen.
You also have to find your passport to read Hellboy in Mexico. Is me not knowing where my passport is gonna become a fucking meme? Cause okay. No, backtracking way hard. Have you played the new Resident? I have not played Resident Evil 4 remake. I have not played yet because it came out like 2 days ago, I think, and I'm not that powerful. I was distracted. I didn't know it came out. I had multiple people be like, "Yo, have you played it yet?" And I was like, "I didn't know it came out." The only thing I've seen from it is like the 5 minutes that I watched of my brother streaming it, because Resident Evil 4 is, I think, the one video game that he's played the most, surpassing possibly even Doom. And then, but if you do mean Resident Evil 8, then yeah, I played that through like 6 or 7 times. I haven't played the DLC yet, but I want to. Why does it say TM? Is there a... Oh, because TM's an emoji. Okay, I'm still so behind on chat. Commands might have changed in the new chat. Some commands have changed in the new chat. That backwards R is pronounced ya? What backwards R? Where is there a backwards R? Oh, in Holy Firebot. So that's Holy Firebot, which is cool. I'd have to find my passport to read Hellboy in Mexico. There is something that actually spooked you in RE4. I'm very curious because I know there's a lot that spooked me in RE4. If the regenerators are still monsters, I don't know why I'm on paint cam when I'm not even fucking painting yet. If the regenerators are as scary now as they used to be, that's gonna get me to like stop playing for a minute because fuck those things. They're terrifying. old Resident Evil 4 regenerators are fucking terrifying. I hate them. It is now. Is me not having a passport's a meme now? Tight. The bot has the passport. It went to Canada and ordered seltzer. New bar idea. I gave up looking for my passport and buy a new one. Soon you'll be able to play it on the meat machine. It's easier to renew if you have it, but not impossible. I got my first one as an adult by sending in my baby one, which I think is hilarious. It's the new one. It's a monster that chases you? Ah, fucking no! I hate being chased, as we've established in all of my scary streams. I can deal with all kinds of things, but being chased does not fucking work for me. But I'm excited. I loved all the other remakes. RE2 remake, fantastic. RE3 remake, fantastic. It's been quite a while since they did the RE1 remake, but it's gonna upset you a lot. Great. I look forward to it. And yeah, I'll be able to play it on Meat Machine. Yeah, I don't know where my passport is. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. The studio that made Mr. X and Vampire Mommy has a chase mechanic in their horror game. Oh no. I mean, it's a consecutive spoof moment. Oh no. I'm glad that. So for the record, going on because I know that spoofed is going to come up. For now, some things you want to be chased by. I like being chased by Vampire Mommy. Pretty much any verb associated with Vampire Mommy is a positive. So when you do spooked, now if you just do spook, it doesn't increment it upwards. It just tells you how many there are. But if you do spook plus, if you do this without the brackets, that actually makes the count go up. That's just a thing that people are going to need to know. I haven't fixed spook minus. Didn't get a chance to do that yet. I also don't know which of those are usable by what kinds of people. And I guess that's a thing that I should figure out. All right. Are we good? Are we golden? Are we golden? Spook Minus sounds like a goofy house band. Yeah, it does. Spook Minus sounds like the band making fun of that band that their name is just 3 crosses in a row, and I still don't know how you fucking pronounce their name. I think it's just pronounced crosses, but it's like 3 cross emojis in a row. Sounds like it's making fun of them. We're gonna paint. Holy shit, we're gonna paint. The only impediment between now and then is that I need to figure out how I'm painting these, which is why I have Hellboy in Mexico right here next to me. Oh man, my day just went nuts. I went from like, oh, this is a pretty normal Tuesday to like, oh fuck, I've got a computer. Look at that. See, if you ever need a reason to read Hellboy in Mexico, this is all you need. That if that doesn't sell you on it, I don't know what will. But hopefully this whole stream will sell you on it. Okay, but I'm looking for Conquistadors, Undead Conquistadors, and Bat Luchador. Avatar of Zot's inspo, maybe? Yes, absolutely. Did I name Zot's after this guy? Because he's named after Kamazotz, the Bat God? Yes. Does it have clowns? I don't think so. But we might prove me wrong as I'm flipping through here looking for my color references. It does have an evil turkey. ¿Qué eres? El Diablo. Or the Hell Turkey. Oh no, I was very wrong about the color, but yeah. So Claire, absolutely inspiration for Zots because look at this fucker. Look at this big honkin' jonkin'. Of course it has clowns. Ron Perlman's Demon Sona is right there. I like that heart design on his unitard. The which one? This? That's a tattoo. Yeah, that's a tattoo. Because Catholic. Apparently my radiologist for my x-rays yesterday's first name is Animal Deep, which is kind of cool. Animal Deep. Gotta get a CT today, though. Why are you CTing? Oh, okay, so I need to bookmark this page that has the paint scheme that I'm looking for. I will use a Q-tip. Oh, is this because of the mystery illness that you've experienced recently? Because I'm sorry about that. El Santo! I'm sorry, I love this. Where is it? El Santo. Real life, based on, the Blue Demon. That's not El Santo, but point is, I love that guy. Is that Big Chicken? Yes, El Pollo Gordo is Big Chicken. We got Sad Jesus. We got all kinds of snakes. Hellboy gets married. Oh, this might actually be the one that I'm looking for. Does it have conquistadors? Yep. Okay, and they are generically undead colored, I guess. Kind of gray, maybe some red. Yeah, there we go. It's the fat chicken. Oh, Gordo is fat. It would be Pollo Grande. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so they're very brown. Alright, I'll use this as a bookmark as well. So, knowing that, they're kind of brown. I know what I'm going to do. I got my color references. Alright. Tongue robot. No, robot tongue. Why does that robot have a tongue? Can someone explain that to me? Oh, got a little aggressive with that. Want a brush somewhere. Please make sure your devil turkey is thoroughly cooked. Yeah, that's important. You don't want undercooked devil turkey. Alright, I'm being just so sloppy with the first coats here. Using a brush far larger than I need to. Like most questionable things in life. Why do robots have robots? Because if they didn't, where would their legs connect to? Oh man, okay. That reminds me of one of my favorite answers I've ever given a child for anything. I used to do a lot of babysitting, which might shock and appall you. But I did, because I'm apparently parents love me and they're trustworthy. Their torso and head. No, but then that means part of their torso becomes a butt, or part of their head becomes a butt. Anywhere that the legs meet, not leg or not foot, it's a butt. Yeah, where was I going with this thought? So, I used to babysit a lot. I bumped into, like, at a grocery store or something, one of the kids that I babysit along with the kid's parents. And the kid just had never seen me outside of the context of babysitting. So the kid just looks at me and goes, "Why are you here?" And I could not respond with anything but, well, because if I wasn't here, I'd be somewhere else. Like, that was just the first thing that came out of my mouth. And the parents gave me this look, and the kid was like, that makes sense. Like, all right. I'm glad this kid gets it. Put in Discord an image of rad zombie soldiers that have a neat, if plain, conquistador design. The butt is a parasitic life form that attaches to the legs, zapping nutrients to embiggen. So when you get a Brazilian butt lift, Claire, none of those are conquistadors. Maybe one of them is a conquistador. But is that one of them? Is that one of those one pieces you've been telling me to read? Middle back, the gold armor mummy. I honestly, to me, that looks more like a samurai than a conquistador. But this is only for bipedals, I hope. No, everything's got a parasitic butt, which is also the name of my upcoming band. You're glamorizing your parasite when you wax it. Please don't wax your parasite. So Squatch's front legs are a butt. Why am I put them on the fucking handle thing and then didn't pick up the handle. All right, we're there. No. I think I'm right. I think I'm right on this one. Dogs have two butts. They have a front butt and a rear butt. Ass appreciation is the truest way to measure someone, for it is the shittiest part of them. Double butts, double parasites. That would be so much poop. Well, no, you only poop out of the rear butt. I don't think, because there are creatures that poop without having a butt. I don't think that by necessity a butt must poop. I think it's entirely possible that I have no butt and I must poop, which is a phrase burning its way through my psyche right now. But I don't think that a butt needs to be poop related. This is giving me wild 8 legs energy. Yeah, it is quite like that. Then why must butt belong on torso? Butt doesn't... Well, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Butt doesn't need to belong on torso. I'm making the argument that anywhere that leg meets non-leg is butt. If butt can be butt without pooping. Can butt be butt without pooping? I think so. I think a butt can be anywhere you want it to be. A butt chin? Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. People call them butt chins because they look like butts, but they're not actually butts. Your legs don't meet on your chin. It's just called a butt chin because it's got a cleft, like a butt crack. I was going to wait a little longer, but this conversation is hurting me, so I must inflict the same pain. I don't think you have to... Oh, motherfucker! Yeah, okay. I don't know if this is worth it. Grow your legs where you wish to... like a house center. This is what I deserve for having the objectively correct opinion about butts? I'm offended by that. Alright, shot glass. Oh, it still has a little bit of Malort from last night, even. From when Drusev got me. I'm glad this stuff can't go bad. Well, I probably can. Ooh. Slancha. Oh, I got on my nose! Maybe you missed a weed when whacking or something. Parasite idolization does sound like a Ravenloft thing. I didn't weed whack. I got in there with my fingers and pulled them out. And every single one that I pulled out, I said, let this be a reminder. You don't fuck with my garden. And now my neighbors know what kind of person they're dealing with.
Shut up and take my money.
Clara Twitch Project cheered 10th Malort. More like Marsnort.
No, that's when you do Coke mixed with Malort. They already knew. Well, of course they did. All hail the butt, you cannot lie. Your other brothers cannot deny. The butt is crucial and important. Great way to lose my sense of smell. Ugh. It feels bad. It feels real bad. Like, it's definitely not the worst alcohol I've had in my nose, up my nose. But, like, the way that it is affecting my senses of both taste and smell. Why snort Coke when you can snort Emergency instead? Well, I was actually talking about drinking it. But I guess that wouldn't have the same properties. But I don't know. I'm not a Coke boy. Mankind's most beloved parasite, the butt. What I'm most excited for with Meat Machine is figuring out what it is I forgot to order. I knew someone who inhaled instant lemonade in high school. I've done that with Nesquik. Unfortunately. He went home early. I didn't do it on purpose with Nesquik, mind you, but I've done it with Nesquik. He did. Well, yeah. If it's in high school and it's some fucking shenanigans, of course it was intentional. No one does anything by accident when they're stupid teenagers. Oh, you son of a gun. Everybody else is sticking to their base just fine. Why do you have to be difficult? Nesquik, I'm more of a Circle Teen kind of gal. It was, Nesquik is what we had at the time. You have to understand it was a different time. It was like 2008, maybe? Brighter times when a person could afford Nesquik without having to sell their third cow. He said it was mostly because everything tasted like lemonade. I mean, everything tastes like Malort right now. I just have it in my breathing experience. And to be fair, I should probably just drink some coffee and try to get it out of there, but no. Suffering is much more enjoyable. Ecto Cooler flowed from the faucets. Yeah, it was a better time. We could drink neon green anything. And ketchup was purple because of Shrek for some reason. I'm still trying to figure out why purple ketchup was a Shrek thing, but it happened. I know it happened. Oh, golly. All right. That weird ketchup color wigged you out. I'm not at all surprised to hear that, June. Motherfucker! You're supposed to stick. I hate Blue Tack, apparently. Blue Tack is my nemesis. Mini Pop-Tarts. Holy shit. I forgot about Mini Pop-Tarts. I should have known I was autistic sooner. I don't think I don't like the color of this ketchup is necessarily the tell that you think it is. Tamagotchis were actual pets. Yo, I never had a Tamagotchi, but I had a fucking Digimon. I left that Digimon at home with literal care and feeding instructions because I had finally gotten a Greymon, and I was so fucking excited about that. Only to come home from camp and realize that it had not been cared or fed for. Whoa. And that it was in fact dead. And oh man, my heart broke that day. That was the day I decided I didn't want pets anymore. Because of my poor Greymon that I worked so hard for, that no one else loved. Dead Greymon? Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely it. There's not a shred of sarcasm in me saying that. And Sass has changed your mind. Sass has done a lot for me. I need more paint. Isn't Dead Greymon actually a Digimon, though? Isn't there like an undead version? I just assume that there's a fancy version of every kind of version of Greymon, because he's like the Pikachu of Pokemon. No, sorry, the Pikachu of Digimon. Everybody knows Greymon. Today I messed with my cat for waking me up early. What did you do to your cat? / why did your cat wake you up? Sass has changed my mind. I locked eyes with Sass and just immediately knew that I needed this dog in my life forever. Or at least until fate intervenes. Skull Greymon, there you go. Knew it. Knew it. Oh my god. Very thankful she's not an early riser. That would suck. What else would suck is if my blue tack didn't tack and was gray instead of being blue. Also, I feel like Squatch isn't an early riser, but also that's because, like, very frequently one of the reasons I'm awake is because I let out Squatch. So, there's that, you know? Because I hear her hop off the bed and then I'm like, oh, okay. I don't want to wake Talia up, even though I expressly told Talia before we got a dog that I wasn't going to take it out in the middle of the night. I'm sharing a link to Skull Greymon I found because I love the website name. Grindasword.com. I'm worried. Is this some kind of sex thing? I don't think so. If she could pee in a box and cover it up herself, she wouldn't bother us. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, like that's a dead Greymon. Yes, I can see you lurking. I can absolutely see you lurking. There's no sarcasm in any way. Oh, I beat you to it. I beat you to it. She yelled at me to put down fresh breakfast, but knows I do that after I get dressed, so I let her think we were going down. And then I closed the door and got dressed 10 minutes later. I finished dressing, opened the door. She walked back in, so I closed the bedroom door. I made breakfast and let her out. Oof. It's not lurking anymore. Yeah. It stops being lurking when you announce you're not lurking. That's very true. Well, how do these fucking conquistadors look? I gotta use my very high-tech bookmarks. So they're like green. Oh, that's right. Okay. Like super brown armor. Kind of greeny white flesh. All right. It's all right. You're allowed to be confused. That's a privilege that you've earned after years of service. Is this? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes. It's Tiny Petty, but she sits there and howls at like 5 a.m. No, fuck no. 5 a.m. is too early to interact with anything. Unless it's... Well, I can't say that on Twitch. Never mind. Why are you painting everything gray? Is it primer or something? No, they're already primed. It's just, the horses are going to wind up being gray, so I figured I'd start with the gray and wash them for shadows. And, well, it's because they're going to look like this, all right? So that horse... Wow, these conquistadors. That horse is going to wind up being dark gray with black shadows. So I figured I would paint it gray, and then I would just darken it. And then the bat dude is just gray. Oh, there's some not safe for Twitch art there. Okay. Like, he's gray. So, he's gray, you know? Great story. Look at that face. I just want to pinch him. Judge not the horse, lest the horse come for thee. Ask not what you can do for your horse. Ask what your horse can do for you. I love that panel beside the horse of the conquistador ready to swing for the fences. I'm telling you, it's worth reading Hellboy. Because it's just great. Oh, I already did the flesh. I'm not paying enough attention to what's going on. Judge not the horse. Horses cannot vomit. Oh, but his cloth is, like, greeny as well. Alright, we'll do that. See, I didn't know horses can't vomit. So that was a big running joke in my D&D group for a long time, because we found it out sort of accidentally on a whim. But I'm glad to have it confirmed by a real horse person. I have failed you as a mother. I mean, you have, but there's, like, more pertinent ways. I'm sorry, that was really mean. I love you dearly, obviously. I'm used to it. Yeah, I mean, that's... Why show genuine love for your family when you can just be sarcastic at them all the time? As demonstrated by our conversation. Oh my god! I didn't expect goats. Welcome sound alerts. Tight, thanks. I might need to turn that off. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Did we get to 69%? We got to 69%, baby! Hell yeah. 69% of the way to a blind paint stream. What an important milestone. And the meat machine, parts of the meat machine arrived today. We're doing good. Aside from my grievous mistreatment of beloved family members, we're doing great today. No, you're not at 420,690. You are definitely not there. You're at 292,322. Being able to redeem Malort shots is essential. Claire, I don't know where you're getting your numbers from, but they're not correct. That's the total. That's not the current. I know you can't read. It's okay. I forgive you for it. I don't consider it a failure at all. It makes D&D a little difficult sometimes, but outside of that, not really an issue. Us bimbos gotta stick together. There should be a bimbo union. You know? Oh, I gotta paint all the butt on all these zombie guys. But it's a failure of the word of flesh that I'm expected to be able to read. World of Flesh. That makes more sense. I mean, honestly, most of the things about the World of Flesh are a failure. We could really be doing all of it better, but we didn't really get that choice. My word. I want this blue tack to work better. I'm going to have to send a strongly worded letter to Mr. Blue Tack. Thank you, Junebug. I thought I'd already permitted that term, but apparently not. Society of Loosely Unionized Tipsy Sluts. Nice. That's good shit right there. Word made flesh is from the Bible? Which word? AKA the sluts. Okay, I have to make my automatic timer bots happen less frequently because that's still too much. We're doubling it. Nah, we'll leave that one. We're doubling it. And we're putting it there. All right. Oh my word. So just between my two knuckles is super itchy. Does anybody have bulk remedy for that? I don't know why that's where my head's at. But someone give me a folk remedy for itchy finger. Please. Alright, waiting for stuff to dry. My least favorite thing on the planet. But I think this guy's dry enough to be able to do it. Slam it into your desk? Oh, biting! Oh. Amputate. Wow, we have some decent suggestions, we have some bad suggestions. Alright, I need to look at he's got blue pants. No, he's got blue bits, but most of his stuff is black. Okay. So, Dr. Bees. Severance Package, the ultimate folk remedy. Severance Package should be a band name, and I'm kind of amazed it's not. At least not to my knowledge. Known for their hit song Eat the Rich. Honestly, not enough musicians are known for their hit song Eat the Rich. Severance Package is also a Zygian axe. Yes. There's a well-known coin biter who is a very chop first, ask questions later. Who owns that axe? Do we think? We think. That just reminds me that I'm now re-motivated to publish my homebrew campaign setting. Am I the only one who thinks 6 shots of espresso before going on a run is bad? I mean, it depends on how much you want to poop yourself, right? Like, if your goal for the day is to make sure you've got shit dripping down your leg, then fucking go for it, dude. Doesn't matter what you add to that. True, running sucks. I do have to agree with that. Severance Package, axe, hostile takeover, sword, terms and services, knuckle dusters. Does he not have a mask on? No, he's maskless. That's kind of disappointing. I was hoping to paint a luchador mask, but I'll be satisfied not doing it. You like running? I don't like running outside. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. There it is. Should I probably just do that all on those horses too? No, I don't want them quite that dark. Anxiety makes running fun. I'm very anxious. I do not enjoy running. I have a very hard time because you're physically running from your problems. Fuck no. That's not... No. Facial marking that looks like a mask, lighter fur around the eyes and the mouth. Well, I'm not going for exact comic book accuracy, but like that's how I'm going to paint his face. So that's why I get strong, so I can just throw my problems far away from me. There we are. It's a common thing with runners to be running from something. Well, yeah, well, how else do you get motivated to run? There's no reason on this planet of ours that anyone should want to run unless it's to not die or because they have psychological issues they're handling. That's my hot take of the day. Need to be able to break them like coconut and palm. I mean, fair. I'm just saying I don't like running. Anxiety is not a reason for me to like running. I just don't like running. Anxiety is a reason I don't do things, not a reason I do things. But not outdoors because dog poop and serial killers. Now that is a combo. That is a negative combo. I know which one I'd rather have to deal with. But given the choice, I would deal with neither. And that's what makes our anxiety different. Yeah, my anxiety is just paralysis. It's super cool and good and fun. It's made for a good time living in my brain. You don't have to face your problems if you break them before they come back to bite you. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, extremely. Anxiety makes me just freeze up, like makes my stomach knot up so that I really, really want to puke, but don't have a physical, actual reason to puke. And then I kind of just stand there and vibrate unhappily until something gives. I'm kind of relieved that these horses are not anatomically accurate. I wouldn't really expect them to be for like a Hellboy board game, but I'm glad that they are explicitly not. I dissociate a little. I mean, rarely am I not dissociating. Pretty much anytime I'm not actively using words and interacting with somebody, I'm doing a little bit of dissociation. So, yeah. My anxiety flip-flops. I either shut down and recoil or speed up and suffer through it faster. This is why everybody should be in therapy. Every single human being on the planet, including therapists, should be seeing a therapist. No exceptions. Oh shit, I'm starting at the wrong end. What does that mean? I've learned to shut off my anxiety, but I have to be careful because it's building up. That's not super helpful. You gotta, if you shut it off, you gotta turn it back on when it's like not a life or death situation so that you can release that pressure. Which I guess is what running is for, but that's wild. Mother... I scream in my car or run on days like that. Oh, I have spent so many good hours, maybe not hours, but possibly hours screaming in my car. Big fan of having emotional breakdowns while parked in my car. I've done that a lot. Alright, what is the situation on this fellow's wing membranes? Are they black because they're in shadow because that's what Mignola does with his time? Yeah, so his wing membranes are just the same color. No, they're not. They are. They're not. They're darker. Alright. let's do this? Question mark? See if that does it. This is also not the content that I expected to be discussing. But you know, I guess not everybody's always going to be happy cheery, right? We got to have some streams where we just talk about how anxiety affects us. Well, okay. That's significantly darker than I was expecting. You can't deny facets of the human experience. When you do, bad stuff happens. It's fine, but we also did butt parasites. I mean, yeah, and butt parasites should probably cause you anxiety. Just to put it out there. If the thought of a butt parasite does not make you upset, please consult your butt doctor. Balance. Yeah, it can't. To quote the Crow, it can't rain all the time. Just a lot of the time, depending on where you are in the world. Well, that's my own little addition. That's not in the Crow. Fuck. I'm just gonna do this real quick. It should clarify parasitic butts and not butt parasites. I mean, either makes me uncomfortable in Euros. The idea that my butt is a parasite and the idea that my butt has parasites in it, both terrible. Both really low on the totem pole of, like, things I want my doctor to tell me. Like, you go to your proctologist, I've got bad news. Your parasite has parasites. You should be anxious. If you're not anxious, I can recommend you a specialist. Alright, everybody's drying. I'm doing my classic, let things dry, go get a cup of coffee. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be right back. Think about your parasitic butts. Shoofa-doop. Okay, I'll be right back. I love y'all. Don't get lost on your way back. Okay, so wait. I come back to 6 shots of espresso for the parasitic butt with a please don't. And then flying fish are beautiful. I wonder if that would be fun. If Twitter and TikTok die, I'm doing my D&D recaps on Twitch like new segments. That sounds dope, honestly. That's my good story. That sounds dope. I would do that. I would experience that. What am I doing? How does life exist on faraway planets? How does life exist on nearby planets? Can anyone tell me what is going on? Maybe I'll give it a shot on April Fools. You'll do a recap on April Fools? That feels something. That feels something. I don't know how I think that feels. Like news segments. I read that as news segments, not news segments. News segments makes way more sense, and I'm very much into this idea. I'm a powerful reader. I can't be stopped. I like that. Okay, now I like it even more. That would be dope. That would also be a good April Fool's experience. Sorry to script though. That's honestly like that's been the main thing stopping me from doing more video focused content is like the idea of writing a script sounds not fun. Alright, double checking my conquistador colors. We've got kind of yellowy. I'll figure it out. I write synopses of my games on Twitter regularly, though. Well, yeah, but it's not the same as like writing a script about like how that do, you know? Am I making any amount of sense? Like script writing feels different than just like saying things that people say sometimes. Like, hello, I'm Pablo Escobar. Please welcome me into your family with open arms. But it is D&D news. Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, it's D&D news I'd be more interested in hearing about than whatever fuck shit Wizards of the Coast is up to now. You know? I'm more interested in hearing the story of people's campaigns than how Wizards wants to wring money from us. Oops. I gotta be careful that I don't break this fucking spear off. man, I get to play my homebrew campaign tonight. I'm so fucking excited. We had to cancel it last week, but we get to play tonight. So many things are gonna happen. Oh. How did I get a dog hair on this? Oh, Squatchy. Even when you're not here, you're here. And when you're here, you're family. Yo, what's up? How you doing, Lynn? Just painting some undead conquistadors, you know. Like you do. Play a Dead by Daylight? Hell yeah. Love some Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight even, not Dead Die Daylight. Thank you. I'm having fun with them. Not trying to go super hard on making them look fantastic, just trying to get them done. How are you doing on this here beautiful Tuesday? What kind of mischief are we getting into? This question can be applied for anyone. I would just not have the patience for that. It's one of the only things that successfully holds my attention. So I don't normally have the patience for stuff, but I have the patience for this. Because it's I don't know, it's creative. I like making things is really what it comes down to. Through most of your mischief, I did the bare minimum at work and got away with it. Now you're munching on dinner. There is no better day at work than doing the bare minimum and getting away with it. So congratulations to you. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I'm glad that's the day you're having. Killer or survivor. Both is good, to be fair. And this horse really looks evil. Like, damn. Hashtag mean horse. Also, obligatory, you mentioned food on stream. So I have to say, what are you eating? Because I love food. And I'm nosy like that. Mainly Survivor, but trying a little bit of Killer. I like both. It just depends on depends on my mood, you know. Party just escaped the domain known as Sosol after defeating the Dread Lord Aranvius Darkheart. Party, when reached for comment, screamed, "We're going on vacation!" and used their planes traveling house to go to a hot spring. In other news, a reward has been posted for a missing level 1 wizard named Bertrand. If found, please return to party known as Divinity's Harvest for a reward. Chickens! Are they worth the price to carry them to market in Barovia? We'll tell you after this short break. Homemade hoagies, chicken, cheese, and chips. I love the regional dialect of like hoagies versus subs versus grinders and stuff like that. Because I'm like, oh, you're in this part of the United States probably, or from there, and that it just tickles me. Like when people say pop versus soda versus Coke. Love that. I mean, if you're making bland food, it better be because you feel ill and you can't eat bland. You can't eat anything else. In Scotland, we call it fizzy juice. Are we talking chips, or crisps French fries? That's just Earn Brew. So, when I was a younger person, French fries, I forgot to switch my brain over. Earn Brew? When I was a younger person, I dated somebody whose dad was really into a particular hockey team. I know how you're supposed to say it, but I like saying it not that way. This is a case of intentional ignorance, not a case of accidental ignorance. Say it how you like, it's the taste that matters. Valid. I used to date somebody whose dad was really into a particular hockey team that I don't even remember the fucking name of. But the colors of the hockey team are the same colors as Earn Brew. So when I first met this guy, I was like, "Oh shit, you really love Earn Brew, don't you?" And then he just kind of looked at me like a dog that had just been shown a card trick. And I felt very foolish. This is anti-Scottish sentiment I never expected from Bennett. Have I tried it? I have not tried it. It's, but also, I mean, the last time I was in Scotland was... I was 15 or something. And I've never seen it in the States. Just to say it's not in the States, but I've never seen it in the States. No one can quite describe the taste. I've heard it described as like almost like bubblegum. Like there's that South American soda that it kind of tastes like. But even that, I can't remember the name of that fucking soda either. Do I? What do I think? I don't know. My Barovia campaign was interesting. We looted the hags, found more kids for the paladin to adopt. So my most recent run through of Strahd, I was playing a necromancer, and when we went to the hags, I cast Raise Dead on the mass of child bones that were just in the just around, and the whole party did not like that. I thought scientific curiosity was a good reason to do that, but it turns out no one else agreed. My wizard took the chickens. Oh, come on. This blue tack is really pissing me off. Like normally, whenever I did necromantic stuff, because I was in a party with like the DM also gave the paladin an undead horse. That's cool as hell. You love that. Normally, whenever I did necromancy stuff, we had like ranger who hated undead because they're what killed her parents, and we had a cleric who hated undead because cleric. And so I was usually like those two being annoyed at me, while the rest of the party kind of vaguely defended me being a necromancer. But that time, everybody was just like, nah, bad call, dude. It did not work out well. I know, yes. I am similarly sad about that campaign. Alright, if this blue tag actually sticks, I will find Margaret Thatcher and thank her for her duty. But I somehow don't think it's going to happen, so I don't have to worry about betraying core values of mine to thank Margaret Thatcher. Yep, I do. We also saved the lake girl. Oh, we didn't even get... we didn't even interact with the lake girl on that pass. So now the paladin has 6 kids, 4 with him. I wouldn't be running around with kids, but, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I'm jealous of you guys enjoying D&D. The group I'm playing with has killed it for me so badly. One more session, then I'm out. What happened that your group killed D&D for you? Are they a fucking shitty group? Or like that is unfortunate because a good D&D group is an arguably life-changingly positive experience. If you don't mind paid campaigns, my DM has games. Hell yeah. Well, and if you don't mind play by post, we are trying to pull together a D&D campaign over in the One in Chiro's Discord. Trying not to advertise. Hey, honestly, that's fine by me. I'm not stressed about it. It's not taking money out of my pocket. I'm not running games for cash. One person is shitty and she's the DM's wife. Oh. The kind of person that throws a tantrum if it's not going her way. Oh, yuck. No, that's a big no from me, dog. I'm sorry. actual fear that I become that person. If you became the kind of person who had tantrums about D&D, we wouldn't be married. Like, it's way too convenient to have my partner running games for me. I mean, it's true. The room has read you. And it has read you effectively and accurately. I'm so sad I don't have an uwu emote. I mean, you can do the old ASCII art uwu. Dare I suggest it? Do things primitively. Because I just feel uwu. I mean, basically every problem in D&D and damn near every problem in life can be solved with communication. And if communication doesn't work, then violence will. And that's how you can tell I'm an anarchist. Oh, there we go. Come to a session, then if I need to choose violence, I'll tag you in. I'm fucking here for it. I like paid games for this reason because I feel more inclined to stick up for what I want or expect. That is a fucking really good point there. Like, I hadn't thought about that being a plus to paid games, but it totally is. Like, you're... Like, it's at that point, it is a service. And, like, if you're not having a good time, you shouldn't fucking put up with it. Now, you shouldn't put up with it in general if you're not having a good time, but that's a different conversation. I've only had 2 bad groups. My introductory play group, which, woof! And the first group I tried to DM virtually, stepped over some logistical boundaries, and I left the server after 1 session. Oof. That's rough. That first group was the super power groomy? Power gamey group, right? Gives me a backbone, also fair playing ground to comment on your needs because everyone paid to be there, therefore everyone's opinion is equal. Yeah, like, fuck yeah. He's got some fucking shoulders. He's gonna need to, because he's a bat, but still. The power gamers and the power groomers, as my mouth made me say, and that one childhood friend who bailed on you. Yeah. That's not a positive life experience right there. Fuck all those people. I'm glad you're in my group now. And no matter how often I joke about you being my nemesis, I do genuinely think you're a gift. I've never played with... That's not true. I have played with an abject power gamer, but he sucked for reasons that weren't power gaming. He sucked because he was just a piece of shit. And also was a power gamer. I've had much more negative experiences with power gaming. Dinner's ready. Hell yeah. Thanks for lurking. Enjoy your foods. I've had much more problems with power gamers in, like, Warhammer and Magic the Gathering than I've ever had in D&D. Or RPGs in general. Power gaming can be fun if everyone at the table is there for that. Yeah. Well, if everybody goes, let's make busted builds, that's one thing, but I never had a game like that. I'm not stuck here with y'all, you're stuck here with me. Just say you're power gaming. I mean, that too. I think part of it is that there's a lot of people who, like, because... especially with like RPGs and especially with D&D, like there's a lot of people whose experience with groups is really insular. So they just assume that the way one group does things is the way that everybody does things, or the way everybody should do things. Which is like a very generally, like, that's an issue in all sorts of interacting with humans and politics outside of your comfort zone. Stop talking about Critical Role, fans. I'm not specifically talking about Critical Role. I'm saying, like, and again, this is more from personal experience of dealing with people who just have expectations about how their game is going to be and haven't played it with enough other human beings to know that not every table does that. Yeah, see, the vibe at a table is, like, wildly important. And I've left groups because I didn't like the vibe of the group. I've also stuck with groups and done my best to change things because I liked the vibe of most of the group, but not all of the group. Really strict rules tables? No. Not my jam. No, thank you. I love that even though we're not doing D&D on Tuesday for the first time in ages, we're still just talking about D&D on Tuesday. Strict rules, strict boundaries, yes please. Yes, fuck yeah. Also, as a DM, it's okay to have people leave your table. Fuck yeah, it is. Well, I think the strict boundaries needs to just be a part of your social contract with other human beings that you're playing a game with. And, like, understanding that strict boundaries doesn't mean you can't, like, renegotiate those boundaries. But, like, everybody needs to be clear about where they are and if and when that changes. Like, you can't, and like, if your boundaries change, that's cool. But you also, as soon as you know that your boundaries changed, you have to voice that to other people. And like a lot of the times, you don't know your boundaries changed. That is definitely a thing that happens without conscious awareness. Because humans are irrational. As much as Ben Shapiro would have you say otherwise. But no, I know everybody here really worships Ben Shapiro. Had to communicate that recently to a table. Yeah, it's just a thing. All of human interaction is constantly changing. Nothing is set in stone. Even the things that are set in stone won't work. One day I'll get to hit him in the balls. One day. Players started naming animals and people after actual people at the table. That's kind of... That's... Huh. I can see how that could be like a funny gag, but also feels weird. That's definitely in that gray area. Did I not? I didn't. The people chose and enjoyed the gag and consented. And there you go. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. You just have a conversation. You say, yes, I want to be in on this. Or no, I don't want to be in on this. And boom. Everybody's happy. Nobody gets their feelings hurt. And you just play some fucking D&D. I don't know. I get very excited about functional relationships and good communication. Which is probably why I thought I wanted to be a therapist for such a long time. Yeah, there you go. If everybody could be more comfortable with saying and hearing firm but gentle no, boom. Too bad we don't have that. No, you and me especially. Like, we don't have discussions. We just fight. Knock down, drag out. Real miserable. Squatch rings the bell. Oh. Squatch is not an impartial judge. I do not trust Squatch to officiate our matches. Let's get ready to rumble! %, most dogs aren't. Fair enough. 90% of boundary-esque questions you and I have wow, mouth can't do good. 90% of the boundary-esque discussions you and I have had as DM and player have turned out to just be confirmations instead of discussions. Yes, that is because Claire's good at boundaries. That's one of the reasons I like Claire. As a human and a D&D player. Holy shit. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder. I can't see the horse tootsies. They're called hoogsies when it's a horse. Also, a horse tootie is a separate thing that I don't think Twitch allows. Did I get it? I got the whole boy. Alright, only one more horse. I might not stick with new Sunday game, though. It's 7 people, and I don't feel like I fit. 7 people is a lot. That's even before getting into issues of, like, gelling with the group. 7 people is a big group. And I already have a lot of issues, making sure that I'm engaged in a polite and enjoyable way for me. When it's like 4 or 5 people. 7 is a bit much. Like my first not my first, I guess my longest running campaign during high school was, I think, 9 people. And that was untenable. That was 9 players plus me as a DM, as a 10th person. That was the folly of youth. Would not recommend, would not repeat. Would never pass the 6 mark again. Six that aren't me, I mean. So I guess 7 altogether. That's my magic number, apparently. After a 5th player, it just becomes 2 groups. Yeah. And nobody wants to deal with that. Well, I'm sure somebody wants to deal with that, but it's not fucking me.
Are you classified as human?
Negative. I am a meat popsicle. Thank you, Bells. I will get right on that. I got water. It's a mixed feeling to be like, oh, okay, now I get more time. Because someone's not there. No, that's fine. I don't have any mixed feelings about that. That's just fine by me. Ooh, I didn't realize how stiff my hands were. Oh, thank you. I needed that. Oh, I mean, my guilt is like my interaction with guilt is weird. It's only triggered by like specific things. Whoa. Okay, how about... There we go. Did I get the whole horse? I did. Do I want to go directly into washing them, or do I want to hold on for a second? I think I can go just directly to washing them. Let's go for it. Right. Had a lot of emotional sadists. I'm generally more likely to get angry than I am guilty or feel guilt. Like, if somebody's being manipulative and shitty like that, I'm more likely to be mad at them than I am to do anything else, really. And oh lordy, passive aggression. One of the surefire ways to make me actively aggressive is to be passively aggressive. Did I miss that? No, I got that. All right. Weird. I wonder how we would do in person. When I'm anxious or scared, I get passive aggressive sometimes as a defense mechanism. So I was told I can't defend myself or be open, which would be seen as aggression. People are wild. That's totally true. I mean, I think, I think we would be fine. Because we've already had solid conversations about, like, human interaction and how boundaries work. Like, and like, that's a big step in the right direction, you know? Force. Oh yeah, no, I totally understood your meaning there. I appreciate the clarification. I did not take it in a. I understood. Oh, son of a gun! Need a counter for how often my blue tack fails me. I get nervous. I met my DM IRL and had a panic attack. Fair. I mean, I'm a I'm a much softer person, and when I'm actually interacting with people than I present myself to be. It's one of the nicest people I know. Well, in that case, you'd probably have a panic attack from me, and I apologize. I apologize preemptively, just in case I ever cause you a panic attack. I'm sorry. Um, that's again. I ever cause anyone a panic attack, honestly, I'm sorry, and I want to know. Partially so that I can revel in it, because it feeds me and gives me power, but also because I want to apologize and learn how to not do it another time. I have the anxiety resistance of a sheep. Do you also have the wool of a sheep? Because that would mean that anxiety resistance or lack thereof and wool are related, which I think would be a stunning scientific breakthrough. Anxiety is stored in the wool. Yeah, I could. The static would be powerful. One thing that we should be glad about is that more things don't know how to use electricity. If it was, my mom's yarn collection would explode. Oh no. Look at eels, how far they've come. Eels are the only animal I can think of that does electric, you know? And also, God, that sentence, that was a powerful sentence. The only animal I could think of that does electric. They don't even need children anymore. Doot, 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 doot. It's electric. No, that's not right. Is it? Back! Son of a gun. Eels just happen. I don't know if that's necessarily how that goes, but I like the idea. Eels do like what we used to think worms do, and they just sort of spontaneously occur. Or I guess that's maggots, because we didn't understand that flies led to maggots. Like, oh, these maggots just sort of manifested. How wild is that? Oof. I probably gray, right? Should probably paint it wood. Yeah, okay. We also thought frogs came from the sky. They do! I mean, no, of course they don't. That's just silly. That's just too much power. We should fear frogs. Not enough people fear frogs, and that's why society has gone to the pits. It's not politics. It's not economics. It's not capitalism. It's not woke moralists. It's the fact that people aren't properly afraid of frogs. If people could just learn to fear and respect the amphibian, we'd be good. Let's go brighter onto bat. We know he's just shy of white, so let's get there. Get that rogue basing material out of here. Man, my phone is going off today. How do I... let's do that. May not be the most practical way to get in there, but it's the one that feels right. Phones love attention. Have you watched something with your phone to remind it that you care today? Oh, that's a very David Cronenberg sort of phones are living beings that are attached to you by an umbilical cord sort of vibe. And also, no, I've used my phone less than normal so far today. I finished reading through Apocalypse Keys. And, yours isn't? Oh, dear. I haven't gotten that upgrade yet, is really what it comes down to. Like, I'm a Luddite. I know that that's the next step of iPhone or whatever, but I just haven't gotten there. You know? And that's why it's noisy. Yeah, because I haven't paid enough attention to it. You're right. I'm a bad parent, caregiver, servant. I don't know what I'd call myself for my phone. Hashtag phones are the new Tamagotchi. Are you telling me that my phone might die if I don't treat it right? Because I can't handle another Greymon death. I just can't. My heart can't take it. No! Alright. Feel good about him. What about these horses? I think... What do I think about these horses? Let's try that. Let's do that. Let's give that a little shot. Till last month, my phone hadn't been off for 6 months. I don't think about how often my phone's not, like how often my phone's on or off, and I suddenly feel like I probably should. Let's do that. All right. I don't know how I feel about the distinction between the horse flesh and the horse mane / tail, but it's not like I pay attention to it, but I always keep it near. Oh, unfortunately, I pay a lot of attention to my phone. Because it helps me stay the right level of stimulated for my brain to not scream. like I hate on excuse me. I hate on the one hand that I really like actively try to be polite and like not be on my phone while I'm having conversations with people or people that I care about. But like it would do me so much good to just always be able to interact with my phone at all times and not have people think it's rude. I actively live the I have no mouth so I must scream unless I have Netflix. I There you go. Then we understand each other. Let's do the blue bits on this guy. His boots and things. That's a fun argument to have. Which argument's a fun argument? Blue? Blue. Oh, that might be either just the perfect shade of blue or just a little bit too blue. You don't understand how important it is for me to watch this movie while we're talking. I mean, I've never had that as an argument. It's just been like, I recognize that other people view interacting with multiple things at once as not focusing on you, like whilst having a conversation. So like, I make a point to be like, I know that I'm doing other things right now, but it's actually helping me focus on you. So please do not stop. Please continue. Which is unfortunate that my wife is the exact opposite way, where she's like, I need you to stop everything you're doing so that I can actually think while I talk to you. And I'm like, no. But again, so many things would just be made simpler if people would just communicate. Could say to one another, hey, I'm not being disrespectful. This genuinely helps me interact with you. And I think that that is a thing that, as a whole, people are getting better about. That being said, I want to go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Also, I want to let these things dry. And I don't want to be patient for that. Look at this cool bat, dude. Did I know I'm at 169 followers? Nice! I did not know I'm at 169 followers. That's fucking dope. Thank you for that for that making me aware of that. Also, what's up? Glad to have you. I feel bad. I was about to get up and get coffee. Because there's not much of this left and it's not very warm. So, if it's okay if I hop back in like 2 minutes, then that's what I'm gonna do. Go get coffee. All right. Mwah. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Think about how cool it would be if you weren't a fish while I'm gone. Oneros, is it just a thing now that every time I walk away, you're gonna talk about flying fish? Please explain. Explain to me. My memory's already as bad as fish's. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Wow, I forgot about that movie entirely. What is my next step? Do I want to go lighter? Definitely got to do something more with the wings because they're very flat. As far as these guys go, oh, I could do their hairs. Do the leathers. It's probably the and metallics. Thank you. Wagyu beef to you as well. I know that's not what WB stands for, but intentionally misrepresenting acronyms is like my favorite wordplay exercise. Which I blame solely on a series of unfortunate events and the many, many, many VFGs that there are. Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef. What the fuck? Let's do leathers. Let's do leathers. No, I want to make this bad. don't think this is the right brush. I don't know if this is what I wanted. Let's just be complaining and uncertain. Roughly as possible. Oh my word. I'm gonna fight this blue tack. I'm gonna tear it limb from limb until it does more gooder at its job of being sticky. Rewatching Tiny Heist and forgot about the hell yeah mantra of Monks of Watermelon Temple. Oh man. Rick Diggins's the seat cushion monologue is still like one of those things that just lives in my brain. Oh boy. I thought I got more paint off than that, but you know, just use what you have on hand, even if it's literally your hands. I was under the seat for 2 years. That's what I have to say about this. Don't like these wings. They don't spark joy, but I can't just cut them off. How far am I in NADPOD? I'm on episode... Looking it up. I just finished the episode with Tonathan. Tonathan Tinker. I think that was his name. Which I guess was episode 15 or something. Of like the first arc. Oh my god, there's so much of it. Scoop? Episode 12. Episode 12 is the one that I just finished, yeah. I didn't expect Adam Conover, who I know literally only from Adam Ruins Everything. So it was just a joy hearing him do things. And Stunkfug and Gunkbog are some of the best orc names I've ever had the pleasure of. I don't know what I want to paint next. I don't know how I want to get there. Let's do leather. Let's do leather, right? That's the thing that separates the man from the beast, is the leather saddle between the horse and the zombie. Well, between the zombie horse and the zombie. What? Oh, this paint's dry. Tight. That's a weird texture for the inside of a paint pot. Oh, well. Because there's not paint in it. There's dry pigment. have a replacement for that paint. Not on hand. Good to know. That's all right. Life goes on. And it's not like I can't mix it. But it just means that I, need to do another hobby restock at some point. I'm listening to NADPOD, yeah. Do they do a visual portion of it? They do a visual portion. At Freely's recommendation, I started listening to NADPOD. And I do not regret it in the slightest. It is a fucking absolute joy. Got it. Yeah, no, I am partaking of the NADPOD. Hell yeah. Well, I understand why. It's dope. Oh, that's right. People do live shows of podcasts. I say, as if I haven't been to at least one in my life. Yeah, I'm still on the first team. They just had their moment with Tonathan Tinker. I just finished episode 12. As I just looked up and established. They just left Esri and are on their way to Galateron. Moonshine. If I was not already married, I would be putting effort into marrying Moonshine because she's the best. Yeah, that's all metals. Okay. Green Teen Jamboree. The Jamboree is back on! Something's shitty in the city. Something's amiss at the crick. And as someone who also played a Spore Druid, I love it. It makes me want to play Spore Druid again. Happy to thrust you back into this nostalgia. Is it nostalgia or is it just remembering? I don't know. Potato. If you have a lot to look forward to. Hell yeah. It's nice to actually hear that because that's not a thing that gets said a whole lot in 2023. Not to get dark, but I love the Trinity Vale group. I skimmed the website and saw that everybody's got a whole bunch of multiple characters. Hot trash party vibe. Fuck yeah. everybody's got a whole bunch of characters, but not the same number of characters, which has me like, okay, who dies? Who dies and when? And how do I know? But I didn't actually like investigate anything. I just saw everybody's list of characters. Which also reminds me, fucking, I'm deep on sophomore year of I can't think of the name of the thing that we're talking about right now. It's got Riz and Gorgug and Fig. It's Fantasy High. I'm very deep in on Hot Boy Summer, also Hot Trash Party Vibe. The Bad Kids, yeah. They're like, I think I'm on episode 16, something like that. Fantasy High. Words escape me. It's between just not remembering words for things and having a terrible stutter. It's fucking astounding. I decided that I wanted to be like somebody who talks at great length professionally, right? They're about to go actually into the forest and like have their experience. I'm very excited. Not episode 16, like episode like 12 or 13. I'm on all the 12s, all forever. Hot Boy Summer was great. Spring Break, I believe in you. That has changed. Like that's another thing that is indelibly in my mind. Spring Break, I believe in you. And Fabian becoming a ribbon dancer is just so delightful. Toxic masculinity is dead. I dance now. Oh, so good. Oh. Oh, the shrimp. The shrimp made me want to... The whole talk about all that shrimp made me want to just, like, take a shower. I don't know why, but, like, there's a... Especially as a Marylander, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but there's a certain temperature above which I'm like, I don't want to even think about seafood. And that whole shrimp thing just had me like icked out. Yeah, I love crabs though. It's a conundrum. Fig and Ida are really, really cute. And oh my god, they're wonderful. I'm really excited for my wife's listening and she's almost caught up. Hot tub full of shrimp doesn't do it. No, it just makes me wanna go sit in ice and think about my sins. Like I'm really excited for my wife to get to Fig and Ida and so that I can have the conversation that like, hey, we talk like this a lot. And I kind of really appreciate that. Good crab. Good crab. All crabs are good crabs. Okay, this is me being full ADHD brain, but good crab and talking about D&D reminds me one of my favorite D&D encounters that I've ever run was my party was going through this like magical labyrinth of a bunch of wrecked ships that had all sort of conglomerated together into this one giant like ship graveyard labyrinth thing. And it was the only light from inside, the party found out. Which of course they all had dark vision, so it didn't fucking matter. Because that's D&D in 5th edition. Thank you! I also thought it was sick as hell. I'm glad that everybody else does. The only light inside this labyrinth was, as the party found out, from a giant hermit crab that was using the various shipwrecks as homes. And just chased them throughout this pitch black labyrinth, being the only light they had. Just trying to eat them, because it's a big old crab, you know? Crab's gotta eat. And I had specifically decided when I was designing that dungeon that it was a magic labyrinth, which also meant that I didn't write a map. The crab was glowing. It had like bioluminescent spots, like what's his name in Moana, like Jermaine Clement in Moana. Come on, brain. Where did I go? Oh, so because I'm shiny, exactly. So they started to wander around this labyrinth and draw up a map for themselves, so that they could navigate, back through it. But I decided ahead of time, it's magic. It's just going to be whatever shape I want it to be, and it's not going to be constrained by reality. So they spent like all session long drawing this really careful map so that they could remember where they'd been. And I was just throwing out random directions and stairs and ladders and whatever. And they were like, I don't understand how this place like fits together. What the fuck? And then at the end of the session, I was like, yeah, it was a magical labyrinth. There was no map. I didn't have a plan. I was just telling you random directions. In an RP world I share with a friend, the coconut hermit crabs have stopped eating everyone and everything after someone taught them the concept of trade and currency. Now they wander into the city trying tasks. A puppy! We must interrupt your regularly scheduled programming. For a sat. No, this side of the wires. This side of the wires. Come here. Come on. Yeah. You puppy. Oh, really? I'm sorry your break's over. You licking my belly button, you weirdo? Watch, come here. Let's go. I want to show you off to the world. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Joe Bobby. This says, Watch. You've been having good naps in the sun? You feel very warm. You good? You happy? You got your attention and now you're leaving? Yep, okay. That's the Squatch. Are you making mischief? Goodbye! I just want you to know Squatch visited my staff meeting and then your stream. Very cute. And getting paid for tasks. Everyone always pays them lest the crabs learn it's bad and return for revenge. Oh my word. Thanks for hanging out. Junebug, I don't know why I just remembered this, but Claire is going to expect to hear your Ladybug story tonight at D&D. Just so you know. Bratsky! What's up, buddy? Why are we making me relive my trauma? It came up yesterday on stream, and I don't remember why. It's also weird that Streambot did not shout out to you. Yes, because of you, Oneros. That's why. There you go. Is this the wrong paint? No, it's the right paint. Ratsky didn't say anything, just gave points. Okay, fair. So you're the one to blame. When in doubt, blame Morris. Meat support.
Sir, are you classified as human? Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I ran out of my water. I'm sorry, but I'll do my stretching. I have coffee. Does that count? Ooh, that feels good. Is wifey super thirsty? Why is it cheap today? I don't know. Did the points change? Oh, there we go. I didn't think the points had changed. It might have changed because... No, that's the same price it usually is. So, Ratsky, I have almost entirely updated everything from Stream Elements to StreamerBot, thanks to you. And StreamerBot is just such a fucking pro experience. Like, holy shit. It's a touch early for me to have a drink. But I can fetch you coffee or something. I know that the vibe that I provide is that we should just always be trashed all the time, but I don't actually believe that. Too late for coffee? Could bring you tea. Could bring you water. Bring you ice. I could find Joni Mitchell. If you're thirsty for Joni Mitchell, apparently. Are you sure? Are you sure there's not a single thing that I can get for you? Ooh, a good question, Junebug. And one that I should have thought of. Bacon? We did just get bacon today. Because we didn't have enough bacon, and now we have bacon. Dum, 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 dum. Man, do you remember when just liking bacon was like a whole internet personality? Was just, honestly just a whole personality for some people. Like, where did that go? Just being into bacon. Oh, I wanted this out still, because I want to put it on the zombies. Gotta get their hair looking hairy. Junebug, are you just holy fucking that people like bacon that much? Or did you just remember that period of time and have a negative experience with that? Yeah. Just like liking bacon like that. I don't even know. Bacon t-shirts, bacon band-aids, just bacon. I think it was a push by big meat to make bacon sell better. The darkest days of Hebrew National. Yeah, let's do... Where is the color that I want? I found it. It's right here. Do. Honestly, I'm feeling good about how quickly these are painting. Like, almost getting them done in 1 3-hour session is pretty tight. Especially considering how much procrastination I've been doing on painting these specifically. All right, staff meeting ended a full hour early and I don't know what to do. Goof off! That's always the answer. Be irresponsible. Looking at the D&D Direct. Oh, I forgot that that was the thing that was happening. What are they saying? Can I get a word for word recap? Please. Yo, what's up, Rube? Of your meeting? Yes, exactly. Not a large party, lots of lurkers. I was one of them lurkers. Sometimes that's how life is. Sometimes you get a lot of lurks. A lot of toys, some for kids, some not. VTT is still a thing. Tony DiTerlezzi is back doing Planescape art, which I'm 110% here for. So Planescape is confirmed coming back then. Movie stuff, a weird automated campaign. Planescape is. Well. Well, I look forward to pilfering whatever stuff. Giants are getting a book. The Deck of Many Things is getting a campaign. That seems... Both of those seem like really weird decisions. I didn't know that there was enough demand for Giants for there to be a book about Giants. But, I mean, Deck of Many Things, that does make sense. That's getting a campaign. Iconic D&D specific thing that can also be marketed as its own, toy or whatever. Looks like throw things and see what sticks. I mean, fair. Like, if the Giant book is half as good as, what is it called? Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, which was very good. Think they're aiming for it? I'm not, I don't know. But let's see if they land the plane. Well, I'm already like, why is Watsy flying the plane? Still. I don't know, I have an uncountable ocean of salt just swelling from within me based on everything they've done in the last, 12 months. So, we'll find out. I want to give them benefit of the doubt, but they done goofed too many times lately. Yeah. That's very well said. What shade of blue do I want to use to highlight this blue? Like the fang? Something like that? We don't have to... Boom! Yeah. I think that's the one. I think Planescape was pushed off to see how people respond positively so they could do more of that, do less stupid. What? But then they actually wanted... But... Spelljammer. They could not have done a fucking worse job with Spelljammer if they tried. I don't know. I'm nothing but salt. Like, Spelljammer is still my top tier #1 buyer's remorse RPG experience. Think they rushed it out the door to retain copyrights? There's just probably something like that. It's just not. I think they're finally listening because, like, Adventures in the Game customers can and will set things on fire. Yeah. I mean, they fucked around, they found out. But as with all things, we need to keep pushing them and impress upon them that if they fuck around again, they find out again. And therefore, they should stop fucking around. And that is extremely a political statement, in case that's not really obvious by now. Because I can think of some politicians and some billionaires who could stand to find out because they've been fucking around. Cough, Jim Jordan, cough. Well, I mean, essentially every politician and billionaire should, we've talked about this enough times. Everybody knows how I feel. I don't need to say it again. Let's... let's do that. Let's make the wings just a little bit purpley. If I can find my brush that I want. Which I can't. Guess painting's over. I can't has golden parachute. You can try. You can try. You can certainly try. Yeah, okay, that purple was the right call. Might not look exactly like the comics, but it does look good. So there we go. Want to see a flying squirrel in the wild using its majestic fly flaps. I don't even know where flying squirrels live. Trees, but like, I don't know which ones. Tall ones, but like, I don't know where. Forests, but I don't know which ones. You know? Ohio, apparently? I refuse to believe that. Nothing cool lives in Ohio. Cool things leave Ohio. My brother lives in Ohio. Is your brother cool? As an Ohioan, I'm obligated to start throwing hands now. Nobody talks shit about our state but us. Yes. All right. Ohio is the worst state I've had to go to. I've dated no fewer than 3 people with family in Ohio, and I'm currently married to one of them. So I've been to Ohio just a lot more than I would like to have been to Ohio. And the one thing that I will say in favor of Ohio is White Castle. Oh, gods, I wish we had White Castle here. Want to make it 4? I don't want to divorce my wife, but I'll date you if you want. I gotta get her clearance, but like, let's go. White Castle's gross. Get fucked. I love White Castle. I would fight you if I didn't have to drive to you. Drive to me, and then I'll fight you about it. White Castle's so good. I love White Castle. I need it back in my life. I'm mad that it doesn't exist in Baltimore. What do I want to do with this? I need to look at my conquistadors again. White Castle is like genuinely the only good thing about Ohio. White Castle is Tamaka's as a 5-star restaurant is Tamaka's. So White Castle is a 5-star restaurant? I think you confused your I think you confused what you meant a little bit. You mean Macca's is to White Castle as a 5-star restaurant is to Macca's? Fight me again, you understood. Yikes, dude. We used to be friends. It's canceled now. McDonald's is that degree better than White Castle is not only wrong, but it's really fucking wrong. What? Okay. I do need to actually... Let me step back. Let me qualify my opinions here. I'm extending a birthday invite next year only so we can fight over this. And you can leave before cake. Dude, if I just rolled up to your birthday and just, like, started throwing hands... Oh, that would be so fucking funny. Wow. To qualify my opinions, I don't think White Castle's good food. I think it is objectively, like, miserable quality fast food. But White Castle ticks all of the boxes for me as far as food goes. It is the fast food that I wish existed here. If there were White Castles here, I would be eating White Castle like at least once a week. I would find excuses to eat White Castle. Like, oh, can't cook tonight. I hyperextended my pinky toe. Looks like we gotta go to White Castle. Because it's the right kind of garbage. Five Guys is good, but so fucking overpriced at this point. Like, Five Guys was dope when I was in college a decade ago. And their burgers were like actually $5. But nowadays that their burgers are like $10. Bullshit. Their Cajun fries are good. That's true. So I like Five Guys, but they cost too much. Had it once, almost puked. Whatever mix they used for meat patties was so subpar, it was literally solidified fat. I don't know. I like that though. I just like shitty meat patties. I don't think I'm gonna get any more painting done today. I think that this White Castle slander, combined with my general brain state, is just, it's over. But we made good progress. Look at this bat. Look at these conquistadors. Look at these doors of conquist. Conquistadores. We've done great. The White Castle ranker has killed stream. I mean, I was gonna be done around 3 o'clock anyway, but like, just I want to like go drive to a White Castle now. But I found a shelf instead. I need to also open up all the boxes at the meat machine. No, Ratsky, please don't go. If we can't have a civil discussion, that means the terrorists won. I remember when people were just saying that about everything. We're just bringing back. We can't have that. No. Earlier we were talking about. Remember when liking bacon was just. Both sides of the White Castle debate are really good people. See, that's actually true though. Because unlike some other debates, I don't think anyone's advocating for the death of people who enjoy White Castle. At least, I'm not. I'm not advocating for anyone's death. I just want to get a quick punch in and then go back to eating my White Castle. Bacon burger would be good. Bacon burger would be really good. I do not have the fixins to make burgers tonight, but I wish I did. If there's two things this stream should do, it's make you hungry and make you hungry for meat. No, I don't think those are the two things that this stream should do, but you know, meat. All right. So, white guys. I just combined Five Guys and White Castle in my head. Oh, god damn it. White guys. Burgers and fries. If a burger is worse than McDonald's, it's pretty bad. McDonald's is as low as I go on the burger scale. Well, what else is worse than McDonald's? By your assessment, what other fast food burgers are worse than McDonald's? Burger Chef? Burger Chef? I've never even heard of Burger Chef. What is Burger Chef? I feel like I need to look up Burger Chef. What is Burger Chef? I would say Wendy's, because McDonald's are all about par. Wendy's probably slightly higher due, supposed fresh, never frozen. I prefer Wendy's burgers to McDonald's burgers. Personally. But I eat none of those with any regularity. I mean, I eat McDonald's with regularity because, wifey loves nuggets above, anything else in life. And nuggets are very labor intensive to make, but not labor intensive to order. It used to be everywhere in the 80s. I've never seen this place in my life. I don't know what a burger... I've never heard of a Burger Chef. Have you heard the Fry and Sprite thing? Is it that the Sprite tastes different because it's made with people? I don't know what the Fries and Sprite thing is. I had McDonald's yesterday when I was dying and didn't want a cup of noodles. Today I caved. $1 for a cup of noodles, and I'll eat when I get home. There you go. Yeah, I've heard a lot of fast food rumors. You don't get to maintain your physique quite like I do. The Fries and Sprite are made to work together. Yeah. Which is why Sprite tastes different at McDonald's than anywhere else. For whatever reason. Well, that's the reason. That's how. That's the why. BK is decent. They have jalapeno bites. No, 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 no. My friend. You're built like a Norse god. That's true. Built like Thor, baby. Just not enough of a redhead. But Burger King bad. No, okay. I can't even make that claim because I haven't had Burger King in over a decade. The last time I had Burger King, it was comparatively bad. Game Master's Vault, what's up? This is you come in. We're not painting anymore. We're talking about fast food burgers and which ones suck and which ones don't. I will die on the hill of White Castle now and forever. Okay, so Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's are all baseline together in quality, is what you're saying. BK can be good, but only if it's a good BK. Just imagine the math. Oh my god, that's an overlay I need to do, is have math fly across the screen so that I can be confused. That makes it Culver's, Hardee's, and Wendy's. Mickey D's is... What's that, Culver's? See, this is where regional Americans are like... You really know, because like I recognize Hardee's. I've never been to a Hardee's, but I know what a Hardee's is. But I've never been to Culver's. Culver's has butter burgers? What's a butter burger? Oh shit, the sequel to Sucker for Love have a Steam page now? Nice, nice, nice. Oh, the sequel, yeah. Oh, it's already on my wish list. Tight. Culver's is an upper Midwest thing. I'm Googling Culver's. Oh, it's got a very, Oh, the closest one to me is in Wilmington, Delaware. No, sorry. That's a tire and auto shop. Never mind. So what's a butter burger? Hardee's I don't have strong feelings about. I don't think I've eaten there. I stand by, I think Wendy's is better than McDonald's. But... Wait, mixed beef and butter? Is it literally just a burger with butter in it? Not a burger with, like, butter on it or nearby it? No, I don't care about your fish. I want to read about your burgers. Oh, they fry it in butter. What's your favorite drunk food? Mine's Raising Cane's, and I recently found out there's one in Philly. They're a Midwest chicken joint. Raising Cane's, fucking outstanding. Raising Cane's is the other good thing about Ohio, and I'm very glad that they're coming to Maryland. Slowly but surely, because Raising Cane's is fucking dope. Fried in butter. What makes that? Huh. Denny's. Ooh, Denny's. Okay. This is where I have to drop my favorite bit of Denny's trivia. Because Denny's as drunk food is just fucking pitch perfect. So Denny's, the name Denny's, comes from the name Dennis, right? Unsurprising. Makes sense. You don't go to Denny's, you end up there. Raising Cane's has shit fries and need to butter both sides of their toast. Their fingers and sauce are really good. Yeah, the chicken at Cane's is where it's at. Like, you just get chicken and sauce and don't even question anything else. So Denny, as a nickname, comes from Dennis. Dennis comes from a little god we call Dionysus. That is where we get the name Dennis from. It is a bastardization of Dionysus. So, having Denny's be your debaucherous drunk food is so perfectly on brand. Mwah. Love it. My favorite drunk food, though. Honestly, my favorite drunk food is just like anything savory. Like I don't really care what it is as long as I can eat it. Just like fries, sandwiches, whatever. I I just want something savory. I want something salty and savory. Whatever's right in front of you. Drunk hungry makes a lot of things good. I mean, yeah, the only thing that makes you have wilder decisions is high hungry. Getting the munchies. Oh my word. Denny's I've only been to a single time in my life, and it's because I specifically said to a friend, I've never eaten at Denny's. And they like turned around and drove to Denny's. I used to go to Denny's, but it tasted better when I ended up there. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Denny's exactly one time. But like, oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm hungry. Ooh. I don't. That's all I got. That's all I got. We talked about so much. Talked about so much food. Now I'm just ready to eat. Mission accomplished. All right. Who are we rating this afternoon? Now that we've spent the last 20 minutes just talking about fast food and my desire to fight Ratsky over his White Castle opinions. Who's on? Who's on? Who's doing things? Though that is a body pillow. That looks like a body pillow. Nice. Sophie from Mars is playing Resident Evil. It wasn't really a fight. Ratsky was wrong. Find a near castle, white us. What the fuck, mouth? Find a White Castle near us, and I'll fight you in the parking lot. Who wins determines whether they stay open. Incoming nugget run. No fucking kidding. What is the nearest White Castle to me? I'm White Castle near me. Yep. The closest White Castle is Whitehall, Pennsylvania. Which is only 2.5 hours from me. Oh, you were there Sunday? Well, there you go. Yeah, apparently it's just outside of Allentown, near Bethlehem, sort of between Allentown and Bethlehem. Time for some arson. Rip. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Well, for legal reasons, I've said very few things on this stream that aren't a joke. That sucks that's how far that is from here. Is the one in New Jersey closer, possibly? Same distance. That's annoying. White Castle coming to Maryland? Question mark. Play paintball down the street from Whitehall? There you go. What castles are in Maryland? That is not what I was looking up. All right. back on Twitch. If they get hit with arson or paintballs anytime soon, I swear it wasn't me. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm not gonna fight White Castle's battles for them. Which is to say, I will talk shit about their competitors, but I won't make sure they don't get burned down. I think that's the fair amount of effort to put in. Oh man, everybody's back from Adepticon. It's like everybody's fucking title back from Adepticon. You want a White Castle battle, better battle first before eating the sliders. They're called that for a reason. Hard to fight sitting down, peeing out your ass. Brush for hire would be a good call. I love White Castle. What can I say? It's shit food, but it's my shit food. It's the shit food of my heart. Come on, Ratsky. Come on, Ratsky. We've talked about this. And then the screen makes it undeniable. We all have shit food, fave. Let us not judge one another too harshly. No, I specifically said I was going to fight Ratsky. So Ratsky's allowed to give me shit about that. Just sits there weeping. Why is my ass crying? You're good, bud. When I'm actually mad about it, you'll know. When/if. It's not like you're my mom or anything. Which sounds really loaded, but like, you're not my mom. So don't worry about it. I do... That's fair. That's fair. I have not spoken with you in person. You could be my mom catfishing me. Which would be the wildest long con. I don't know what purpose that serves. Especially considering she was here earlier in stream. That would be so wild. I would love that. That would make my day. A year and a half of my face on stream and it's all fake. Stranger things have happened. You could just be a deep fake. Doing all of this, does your mom hate White Castle to the extent that she would come to your stream under an alt account just to argue? No, my mom actually likes White Castle. My mom's also old enough to remember when there was a White Castle in Maryland before it closed and has a story of eating at White Castle. Which is what started me down my rabbit hole of I need to go to White Castle. And then I went to White Castle and that was such an experience. Also, In-N-Out, pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, that was like the 80s, the 70s, something like that. My parents are old. Okay, we're going to raid Brush for Hire. We're going to stop arguing about burgers. Alternatively, if you want to argue with me about burgers, find me any of these links. Let's talk about burgers. It can be in the Discord. It can be on Twitter. It can be anywhere. Let's go. But right here, right now, I am taking off my burger fighting hat. This stream keeps going as long as you can distract Bennett with burgers. I'll gladly argue about a burger today so we can keep streaming till tomorrow to absolutely butcher a joke from Popeyes. We're out of here. We're leaving. Oh, hey, cool. Thanks, bot, for sending that thing moments after I sent it. We're going to raid Brush for Hire. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go eat a burger. Good night. It's not nighttime. It's not nighttime for me. It's a raid because we want your opinions on fast food burgers and how bad White Castle is. No. No. Oh, it's just happening. I'll be back tomorrow night playing Darkwood. I think I think it's spooky. I know it's spooky, but I've never played it. And then Thursday and Friday, I'll be back midday with lots more painting and some Dungeons and Dragons prep. Oh, that's right. I get to play Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Fuck yeah. Okay, goodbye. Good night. Good luck. Never, ever let somebody bite you unless you want them to. And don't fart too bad.
Holy Fireman, thank you so much for the raid. What's going on? What are you doing? What are you working on? Painting, drawing, gaming, sculpting, all the above. Welcome in. How's it going? What are you doing? What are you working on? I like this before. Yeah, so just, the thing is, it's done when you consider it done, and then move on. You know, you kind of take what you want to learn from the piece and go from there. Oh, very fucking cool. Yeah, this is beautiful. Love the colors. Yeah, that looks very nice. Very, very nice. Burger fights. Lost one Oreos. What's going on? How you doing? You just shake the gel base. War colors are different. Yeah, war colors are very different here. It's a raid because we pay minis and want your opinions on fast food burgers. How bad White Castle is. Yeah, I don't get White Castle's hype. I really don't. Ratsky, what's going on? Minis from the Hellboy board game also arguing about burgers. No, I'm down for arguing about burgers. Kuma is probably the best burger I've ever fucking had, and White Castles are greasy little fuck grease sponges, onion flavored grease sponges. But it is shit food. Yeah, like I enjoy McDonald's cheeseburger, but I understand it's garbage food. Like I have no disillusionment as to how garbage that shit is. Like 100% understand the shit that it is. Yeah, war colors are a whole different kind of like super like thick gel medium, which I really like, but they're interesting. I guess, I should say every paint has a learning curve. But Chimeras are like one of those ones. I think Chimeras and a lot of your more artist driven paints are a lot easier to use. Like actual good gourmet burgers. Yeah, no, yeah. Taco Bell is vaguely cheesy sawdust, but I still love that shit. Absolutely, gelatinous rube. Love that username. We'll have no more after this. Yeah, fair. Yeah, but if anyone wants to post any pictures of what you're working on doing, please feel free to. We're going to set up some undertones and kind of like mapping out where some of my highlights are going to be for some iridescence I don't want to do on the coat here. This is a piece from Big Child Creatives. I was